Hey everyone, it's BDevine. Welcome to Divine Miracles, and a little bit of an insight for the month of June for all of the zodiac signs. I'm going to start off with Aquarius and work my way through in the way that I can remember the easiest. I usually go air, earth, fire, and then water signs, okay? I really hope that everybody is happy and well wherever you are. My next webinar is coming up super soon, but I'm having a free one here for everybody, most likely on Saturday, this coming Saturday. So I'd really look forward to seeing you guys there. I will post all the details on the community post, and as soon as I know, I will let you guys know. So let's get started with Aquarius. I am using the Celtic Dragon cards. I'm going to hope that I don't knock everything over because I've got all 12 cards here. All right, Aquarius, what do you got? First, the energy of the Queen of Wands is coming through for you, Aquarius, for June. Okay, so this is your overall energy for June, of course, and that is much more moving forward with your plans, moving forward with your desires, what you really want to be doing, forgetting about the opinions, thoughts, needs, desires of everybody else. And it's like you're coming into the truth of who you are. And of course, your dragons are connected with you here. You are holding a bag of knowledge. You do know what you need to do. And you're going to be feeling in that space a little bit more to do so. Your communication is also going to be key here as you move forward in the month of June. And of course, I'm going to break this down a little bit more, but don't forget who you truly are. Make sure that you are empowering yourself as much as you can, and listening to the messages of your body, listening to the messages that you're receiving once you are in a place of receiving, of course, and keep on following through with plans for ultimate success. Okay, Aquarius, moving on to Gemini. Whoops. None of these cards should be upside down, so let's just put this the right way. Gemini, 8 of Wands, fantastic. You have the power of spirit working with you. You're moving forward with plans as well. And this can indicate travel for some people. And also, when I say travel, it's also the growth in your own spirit as well, traveling forward with what you want to do. It looks like you're greatly supported. There's also messages for you coming from the divine, from people who maybe you've lost in the past, Gemini, trying to urge you to really begin to use your talents, to use your abilities to help other people, whether it's music, whether it's arts, whether it's drama, whether it's readings, or creating funny videos. Stop procrastinating with this kind of energy, because your greatest success comes from you, the uniqueness of you. And where would we be without people starting out somewhere? Okay, don't be your own worst critic. Remember that everybody does that whenever they first start anything that's, exposing themselves, you know what I mean, and who you really are. Just remember that as you go into it, that you're going to probably pick on yourself, and those very things are what people are going to love the most. The very things that you don't like, other people are going to love, so just do it anyway. Things are going to also, this is a fast moving energy, so dreams coming to fruition and things coming true for you very, very quickly. Stay positive, Gemini. Okay, and Libra, the 4 of Wands, fantastic energy for you. This is a lot of harmony in the home. This is coming into a peaceful resolution. It's coming into a time of great strength for you, Libra. Probably after a time of a lot of rivalry or strife or issues or drama. But here's this peaceful abode. If you've been planning on moving into a new direction or moving into a new house, this shows that you will find the right place, and it will not only be very, very peaceful for you, it will bring a lot of new experiences into your life, and abundance will start to flow. You must keep your mindset on having, or an expectation on receiving as well. Instead of always expecting that things might, go wrong somehow, or that somehow you're to blame for those things, that you keep very optimistic, because this is one of the nicest cards in the deck. For some people, can also indicate a sudden wedding, or somewhere that you have to be very, very quickly, with great happiness involved with it. Fantastic. Libra, what you needed to hear, right? Moving on to Capricorn. Okay, remember these are just quick flash readings, all right? I'm going to do some more readings for us as we move through June. And I'm also offering monthly forecasts at my website. So you can choose something, and I can do a month that you're interested in, and I can do a reading for you for that month. Okay, so Capricorn, the Hangman. So this is a major point for you also of sacrifice. This is a point of, it feels like not much is happening, but as you can see, there's a lot of activity happening that you're not aware of. And so the feeling that I'm getting for Capricorn here is to make sure that you're not throwing yourself into something that you're going to regret later on. All right, that you really are trusting your instincts in making any further decisions right now, because you don't want to have a knowing or that something's not right for you, and then think that you're going to be able to change it somehow, or fix it somehow, or heal it somehow, because you have this determination in your energy. You're going to succeed no matter what. Just remember, Capricorn, that you don't have to say yes to everything. And this is the energy for June, because a lot of people are going to be interested in what you have to offer. And more people are looking at you than you realize, okay? So don't go for anything until you fully feel determined to do so. And don't say yes if you really mean no, right? It's time to look after yourself, Capricorn. And remember, you don't have to carry the load for everybody either. All right, Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, you're still spending this time discovering, learning, training yourself, getting to be really, really super strong with who you are and what you really want to do in life. Now, there's a lot of energy around Taurus of past problems that you fear coming to the surface again. Remember that you've raised your vibration since then. You're a different person than you were in the past. Some people still like to think of you how you've always been, still like to use you, or just call you randomly whenever they need something. You're starting to realize this, that you deserve better than this. And this is the energy that you truly need to be in June. Just stepping back, getting out of everybody's way, and don't fall for the manipulation and the dramas of the past. If you are having particularly negative memories from the past, you need to allow them to come up in your quiet time. Write down, that you forgive yourself, or that you have compassion for yourself in those situations, instead of going, oh God, I don't even want to think about that, and pushing it back down again. Bring it up with compassion and forgiveness, and continue to keep your boundaries strong, Taurus, and don't give in to anger or lower your standards. Don't be tempted to, okay? Big message for you. All right, and for Virgo, and remember your moon and rising sign as well, to check those. You are moving into great knowledge and great awakening. There are things that have been falling into place for some time now for Virgo, and you're starting to understand the energy of spirit and the energy of manifestation, and that you're actually smart. You actually know what you're talking about. And many people may be surprised by that, but it's like, hang on a minute, I actually know what I'm doing here. And you're going to start having that belief in yourself as well. There's something of importance coming for you, Virgo, in June, a connection with somebody, or a place of importance that you need to be, whatever it is. That you also remember, and you see the color blue in this particular energy here. It's going to be important that you protect yourself, of course, and also that you're communicating what you need very, very clearly. All right, don't feel like you can't say something, or don't feel like you don't want to make waves. If there's something that you need to say to somebody in particular, perhaps it's even a family member, make sure that you protect yourself first, and then ask that you have given the right words to say, the right thing to come across, the right message that needs to be heard, and you'll feel a lot of relief. Okay? Don't forget, we're doing more deeper readings in June. Okay, so moving on to Aries. And Aries, this is the Two of Wands energy for you. You can see that this particular person is connected with his dragons, and he's using this to his benefit. He's out in nature. He's focusing on his own path and what he wants to be doing and where he wants to be going. And this is your message also, Aries. There's going to be some kind of new environment that you might find yourself in also, or there's something connected with family where they are on a brand new journey as well, and you're a part of this. I also feel there's solid foundations for you with regards to business, Aries. If you're not a business owner and you're an Aries, maybe you need to think about owning your own business, because Aries are really, really awesome at doing that. Very, very powerful, and sometimes can be stubborn as well, but very, very good at that. Good business energy. There's also a message coming from far away for you, maybe an overseas message for Aries, something of importance, or a package or something that you're waiting on an arrival of. But it's a very, very pleasant energy, very creative energy as well, and you're using your own abilities to manifest what you need in your life as well. Fantastic. Coming up next is Leo. All right, Leo, so it must be super important for you, the month of June, because you have the energy of death here. Does not mean physical death, okay? But it is talking about really, really releasing that which has been really holding you back. Maybe you're already aware of that, or maybe you've been working on it. Maybe this is a complete finish to a situation that was dragging you down. This is a complete turning of events from the old into a brand new vibration. And in some cases, you know, as you can see with this particular dragon here, he's been held down for so long, and finally this light is shining on this poor dragon, and he's like, oh my God, I can get out of here? You mean I can really be free? And there's the light ready to take me out. Finally, I'm out of this darkness and I'm into this light. And that's how you're going to feel in June. It's going to be a super shedding for you, Leo, and something that has long been a problem or been stopping you or been fighting you is going to finish completely. The Death card and the Ten of Swords, complete finish and ending to situations. So, and it's always positive, because where there's endings, even though they can be painful at first, it brings us always into a new beginning. And Leo particularly loves new beginnings and adventure, and that's what you're going to get. You must listen to the promptings of your soul. It may seem unusual to other people, but do it anyway. It's most of importance for you. You're stubborn anyway, Leo. You're going to do what you want to do, but just do it, okay? And it may seem unusual. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I have to say what I feel. It may seem unusual, but just do it anyway. You're going to be very, very happy with how things are progressing in June, Leo. And Sagittarius, you have the energy of the wheel. Very interesting that we still have this major energy here. So the energy of the wheel for Sagittarius is unexpectedly, you're learning to ride with the dragons, as it says here. Unexpectedly, you're learning to free yourself from limiting situations. And for Sagittarius, you've been working on yourself for some time now. You know, you've been working on your own energy and focusing on where you need to be. It's been confusing because anxiety can kick in, especially for Sagittarius, because it's not because you're, there's something wrong with you. It's just that you're deeply sensitive, probably more sensitive than what people might realize. But Sagittarius is very, very empathic and very, very sensitive to situations, people, problems, whatever it is. They tend to go within and blame themselves. And it seems very watery to do that, but Sagittarius does this because they don't want to be a problem to anybody. And the wheel here is saying that all of that is changing, all of that vibration of stress and pain and issue, and this is a problem and that's a problem, and everywhere you go there's a problem, is changing. And you've done it yourself. You've been able to free yourself, spin the wheel and move yourself into that next notch on that wheel, which is green. That's what I get. So it's go, 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 abundance, green, healing, etc. So trust in yourself. You're doing the right thing no matter what's going on. Continue to do the right thing for you without a focus on it being wrong, or what if this happens or that happens or this happens or that happens. Just say it's going to be perfect because I've trusted myself, and therefore the doors will open up, and I'm going to learn to ride with the dragons and just clear out from all of this drama. And that's fantastic for Sagittarius. Keep going. Pisces. All right, Pisces energy. So what we see with Pisces energy in this particular case is the Eight of Cups. So the energy is, walking right away from situations that have been rearing, as it sort of looks here, rearing up, trying to block you, trying to block your path, trying to distract you off your path. And sometimes, it's not so much that it's somebody else doing this, it's old patterning that can really try to steer you off path. Well, what about this and what about that? And, this is your fault and this is your fault. Maybe they mean this and maybe they mean that. It's just like this little nagging seed of doubt. And it, can sometimes cause a problem because you start focusing on it and then it becomes, going over and over and over, etc. So the energy here is that you're sick of it. And you're just sick of it. You've had enough of all that old programming that you've had for so long. And you're walking away from that and anything that reminds you of that as well. And this may come to, as a shock to some people who've known you for a super long time. And this is what I was saying in one of the other card readings today, is like, people think they know you because they knew you like 10, 15 years ago. Heck, a lot of ground has been covered in that time. Some people are still in that same old position that they were 10, 15 years ago. Some people are still sitting there in the same town and doing the same thing and nothing has changed. But you have. You've grown, you've shifted, you've moved, you've changed your attitude, you've emotionally healed, you've physically healed, you've spiritually healed. So you don't need to keep on being triggered by past emotions or issues that happened before, or what is this person going to think or that person going to think if I do this. You're done with it all. And this is the best thing that you could do, is move towards the light, move yourself away from anyone or anything that is causing that pullback sensation where you're pulled back into someone's drama and you're not giving into it. And also it means, Pisces, that you may need to have a word with people who are continually pushing your boundaries. And maybe you need to say something. Perhaps June's going to be the time where you're forced to do it. Either way, focus on who you are and how far you've come, and be proud of yourself for that, because there's more that you're going to be grateful for here pretty soon. Okay. Now, Cancer energy, fantastic. I've been really enjoying the Cancer energy lately because you guys are finally getting a break, right? You're moving forward, you're lifting, you're changing. And the Six of Wands is a super successful energy here for Cancer, that there's something that you've been working on behind the scenes, and something that you feel that you really would like to work on as well, or an interest that you're taking up, something that makes you glow, as this lady in this photo in this card, is glowing with happiness because she's doing what she feels is fulfilling, and she's being rewarded for it also. Being rewarded because she finally stepped into the vibration that matches her spirit. Okay? And Cancer, that's what you're doing. There's been a lot of hurt for you, and Cancer is deeply sensitive, of course, being a water sign. And, you know, you are deeply absorbent of energy. People love to come to you for advice, etc. But you're kind of done with all of that also, you know, because you want to lead by example. And you don't want to be pulled off of your own path because of everybody else's needs and wants and whatever it is. And this focus on the self, this self-acceptance, this journey where you're following your intuition and you're choosing to be happy, right? It is a choice. You're choosing to be happy is really working for you. And in June, there's rewards for you. There's rewards for past efforts. There may be promotions for some people, and just feeling all around fantastic, which is just beautiful for Cancer, and you guys really deserve it. Don't forget that you have, as you can see in this card, so much support surrounding you, clearing away negative energies and clearing the way forward for you. Beautiful. And finally, for Scorpio. And look, Scorpio gets a break as well. The Nine of Cups, the wish card. What is it that you really wish for, Scorpio? Because it looks like, you know, you're being handed this magic goblet, you know, from this fantastic dragon. And, you know, okay, what are you going to do with it? You could be traveling within yourself. You could be growing. You could be changing. You could be renovating. You could be renovating your home, which then creates a new space in your heart for new things to come in. You could be communicating better. You may be, because you're a Scorpio, it's really, really hard for you to not absorb other people's energy or think that you need to give them a message or whatever it is to keep in contact. But you're also learning that that is not good for you. You have to be able to switch off your abilities and only tune into them when you're in a mode of receiving, which is something massive we're all learning in the webinar that I had last time. But it's vital that you do that, because Spirit should not be speaking to you unless you are asking for it, unless you are in that space of allowing, not just any old random time. And that's very invasive, just as it is invasive to randomly message somebody and give them a message because they haven't asked for it. If they have, that's a different thing, of course. You know, and sometimes it just goes to, you know, it goes without saying that you can give messages for people that you are friends with and they do it for you, and you know, you've made that kind of agreement. But just randomly choosing someone that you're going to message, oh, I've got a message for you. No, that is really not good. It's not good for you, and it's not coming from your true spiritual support, because they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't randomly give you messages for somebody else. It's just not how it's done unless it's not in that right vibration. So you're learning all of these things, right? And you're being able to be more in control of what you're doing, and you're going to be rewarded highly here. The Nine of Cups is the best card I've seen today in the readings, and it's a card of being gifted, you know, receiving a gift. That's something that you're not expecting, I guess you could say, something unexpected. And also this can be wishes, your own wishes coming true. Maybe you've set wishes from the new moon, etc., and you start seeing things happening. And extreme happiness as well for Scorpio, shifting into a lighter vibration, which is fantastic for you. Now don't forget your moon and your rising sign, any other signs you want to look at as well, whatever you feel. And also don't forget that there will be a free webinar coming up this Saturday, and also a webinar which is more in-depth, which will be a paid webinar coming up shortly after that in June. So it's going to be fantastic. So I look forward to seeing you at those places, and hope you enjoyed your messages. Till the next time, lots of love, many blessings, and goodbye for now. Bye.